second, even 2,000th of a second, you're not going to see a lot of banding depending upon the light source you're shooting in.
Excellent.
I only had one cable.
I like the
banding.
diffuser too.
It's very dark. It was very disappointing.
Yeah.
There
to
is a
see
crop.
that banding because it banded right
there
over
is.
the animal.
What about
Yep.
high hours?
Yeah, he had a pre-production one, so he didn't show anything with the high ISO.
Correct, he couldn't. Yeah.
Right, he couldn't. Well,
Wow.
he did some high ISO stuff, but he couldn't show
He
it.
didn't show it, yeah.
Okay,
Why?
got it.
Because it was
So up until then, we had IP samples, which means initial production samples. This is a mass production
So
sample.
what's the 6400 limit? What is that?
So 64,000.
1,000.
64,000 is
Okay, folks, I had it in my hands. I had two different cameras. One was set up for video. The other one was set up for photos. One on video, the ISO was down, so it wasn't set right. But I changed it from video to pictures, and didn't realize that because there's different settings. So that was set up for video. Well, the other one I should have stuck with the photos, just taking it there. But on that one, I also took video where I just switched it between just to see how it would act. And you can do a U1, U2, U3. Almost looks the same as the Z6II. Just that the button placements are just a little bit further apart and stuff. But it felt good in the hands. It was a little bit bigger. Smaller than the Z8, bigger than the Z6II or Z7II. The grip is deeper. I did feel the 24 to 120 on my knuckles, but they had the 17 to 28 for the photos, and then they had the 24 to 120, or someone put the 24 to 120 on the for the video. We were swapping the cameras and stuff like that, so it kept, they did the settings and stuff, and I had a chance to grab the camera, did some quick settings, but on the video part, that video camera, I didn't even look at the ISO, so that was my bad. But on the first camera, it did good. He chose the 17 to 28 because it was vlogging and stuff. He was trying to show, as you can vlog. Saw the presentation. You can see the same stuff on the internet, from Nikon. And basically he says the nice thing about it is the autofocusing, the low light exposure. It could be dark and it'll still autofocus in the dark. And I didn't see any blackout when I was shooting. It was in H.265 10-bit. Okay, so he said that it'd be like 12-bit and 14-bit. That was the highest. If you're doing multiple shots, they were JPEG. They got the camera set up where you can't get RAW or anything. I got some RAW files, but they said that the update to NX Studio will be next week. I can view them, but I'm not going to show them because if there's an NDA or something like that, I don't want to do anything like it. Even if I'm not under it, I'm not going to do it. All I can say is when I did look at the RAW files, they were bigger, they were sharper, and they were beautiful. So the video I did before this of Jalen, all right, I hope I said her name right. Yeah, Jalen. I hope that's right. Anyway, she modeled for us. He was there for 3 hours. He was going to go to different places. He's going to North Texas, then to Utah, then back to Houston, Austin, and then to Nebraska. So he's going to have a busy week traveling everywhere. So we were the first stop, which was nice. And anyway, I enjoyed my experience. had a wonderful time. So this is the S5II, okay, right here. This is the camera that's going to be replaced. So this is the Z6II, still a good camera, okay, but Z6III is going to knock it out of the ballpark. So the prices should drop, maybe, maybe not, but what the Nikon rep said was if people are still buying them, they'll still make them. Okay, same thing with DSLRs. If you're buying an 850, D850 or a D780 or D500, you know, they'll still make them. But once it starts to dwindle, then they'll stop making them. And then you just have to buy them off of eBay or whatever. But that's the process. They're only going to warranty you up to 10 years, I think, on parts, unless you keep renewing the warranty, like Apple. But anyway, I was pleased with it. Yes, it's a little bit heavier in the hands, but you know, it's heavier than the ZF, okay? And the ZF was a little bit heavier than the Z7II. But it's lighter than the Z8. I think the ZF was heavier than the S5II and the S5IIX, okay? So I think it was like 46 or 48 ounces, okay, on the ZF. So this is like what, 53, 54, the Z6III. And then I don't know how much Z8 is, but it's a good camera. I enjoyed it. So thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.